Welcome to base camp for the next 2 weeks.
So we've woken up this morning to absolute perfection.
Yeah, it's an incredible day.
We're going to explore some of these neighbouring volcanic islands to check out the local village life, and of course we've got to catch something, don't we, mate? And at some stage we need to get a feed to bring back to this island where there's probably about 20 of us. So hopefully we can get some fish too.
A big feed.
Yeah, serious feed. Let's get into it.
Mate.
All aboard.
Yeah, boys.
Morning, Barry.
We get some fish today?
Good morning.
Good, bro. I like the non-skid you've put on, bro.
Yeah, mate.
Mate, very exciting. So we're just pulling up to a FAD that Brett and the guys here have deployed, a fish aggregation device. We're in maybe 2,000 meters of water. There's a series of floats which attract the little fish and then hopefully attract the big fish. We're gonna get a bird's eye view to see if there's any fish around it before we get there. Oh, this is so exciting. Up ahead of us here, there's bait jumping out of the water. There's bigger fish chasing them. There's birds on top. Bretto and Alvin have just got maybe 4 or 5 lines out the back. But Strick's got the drone up the top, and he said there's a couple of schools of fish and some bigger ones hanging out to the side. What do they look like, mate? 2 big mahi-mahi. I've never seen them on the drone before. That's it. That's incredible. One's got like bright yellow coloration, and they're definitely feeding.
Oh, we've hooked something.
If you're not up to date with this series, this is our mate Bretto, who we're visiting here on Quikea Island in Vanuatu. There's a link below if you want to check out more about Quikea, and there's a playlist on the screen now that will allow you to watch this entire series in order.
Oh, this one over here.
We've got a hotline.
That was him.
Oh, it's a mahi-mahi.
Straight past the FAD.
A beautiful, bright yellow and green mahi-mahi. I wonder if that's the one we saw on the drone. They've got to be the most beautiful fish in the ocean. Hopefully we can get closer and get a look at him.
Maybe we can get it for lunch, or more than a look.
Yeah, a look and a taste.
Yeah.
Right next to that FAD, Bretto.
Yeah, right on, eh?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's a nice fish.
Really nice fish, eh? He is beautiful.
Stuff under the boat, I don't know what.
About at this point, they generally start playing up like a second-hand lawnmower, so we could get a bit of a jump out of him, I reckon. Maybe.
That's a good fish.
Well done, Bretto. Whoa, perfect gaff
You
shot.
don't miss, mate.
Mate, look at the colours.
Wow.
Alright.
Good fish.
Look at the colours on that fish, incredibly beautiful. And generally they school up, so we might throw a mask on and jump in and see if we can get a closer look at the rest of the school. That FAD works, Bretto. Well done, mate.
Yeah, mate. Good stuff.
How good's that, fellas?
Yeah, it's working.
Look at the
You happy, Pat Pat?
Good luck, mate.
Luck,
See you there,
boys.
brother. School of smaller mahi are just doing the rounds. We'll throw this and see if we can track them in. Wow! What a fish, man! He's a big bull mahi. That's the one we're after. That's the one we saw on the drone. Look at that, mate. What an incredible fish!
Thanks, mate. He is a beauty, hey?
It looks an absolute picture. Beautiful. Look at the head on it.
Got him? Yep. Whoa! What an incredible fish, hey? I first thought we might have missed our chance when that school of smaller ones came in. They were really curious to start with. They came in on
and then they got shyer and shyer.
Yeah.
They sort of more we pointed a
spear
gun at him. Yeah.
And then the throw flashes seemed to like they lost interest in a bit.
Yeah.
And we swam over towards the fad, and then there was this huge shadow under the fad.
Yeah, and it was weird because its head was sort of faced up towards the float and the surface, just sort of like inspecting the fad.
Yeah, inspecting the fad or maybe feeding. And it was like a nature documentary. I was like, oh, I want to film it.
But we also did dinner.
But we did eat, and then I thought it might have been about to swim off, so took a shot, and this one's coming home for lunch and dinner, mate.
That is such a spectacular
Beauty,
fish, mate. Yeah.
On this small isolated island behind us, there is a tiny village that lives without much interaction or influence from the Western world. And from my understanding, they live really traditionally there. We're really keen to go ashore because one of the guys on board, Barry, his bloodline, his mother is actually from that island there, and he's never been back. So this is an incredible opportunity to go ashore and get a sneak peek into the life that they're living there. Super excited for that, but before doing so, we're gonna jump in and try and spear something. As you can see, the water is just so blue and clear, and it's a really nice gesture to bring some fish in if you go ashore on an island like this. So hopefully we can jump in and spear something.
How you feeling about it all, mate?
Super excited, mate. If there's ever a chance to see doggies, I get real nervous, but really excited.
Let's jump in and check it out.
We jumped in the water and the current just wasn't doing the right thing. We were getting drifted off the seamount into deeper and deeper water, but we want to get dropped off in say 100 or 150 meters and then come up to that seamount to the pressure edge where hopefully there's bait fish and these bigger fish. So we're back in the boat now, we've reset. Hopefully we can get onto the pressure point. Thanks, bro. Woo.
The doggies are proving to be a little elusive. They're staying too deep and rather disinterested, so we need to change our target species.
Alright man, those sharks are pretty hot.
One scoop, once a day, and you're sorted. I don't think I would do a trip like this traveling without AG1 on board. The easiest, quickest, and most effective way to do something good for your body first thing in the morning. It just gives me peace of mind that knowing my body has now got the nutrition on board that it needs, no matter what happens the rest of the day. Even if I might only eat things like fruit bats and witchetty grubs later in the day, I know my body is sweet, my body is sorted. I'm gonna have energy and endurance and a healthy immune system, which is really important in a place like this, especially when you've only got limited amount of time in an area. You might get one opportunity to dive a certain spot or surf a certain swell, and I just can't afford to miss that by being sick or by just lacking energy. I've been drinking it for a number of years now, recommend it to my friends and family, but if you're still on the fence, here's what I reckon you should do. Scan the QR code on screen or click the link in description and just have a look at the list of ingredients and the benefits that these have. See if that is right for you. And guys, that will unlock a 90-day money-back guarantee. So you can make up your mind for yourself in that time. That QR code and link will also give you a free welcome kit. I really hope you try it out, and I hope you find it as useful and beneficial as we do. We're trying to find a safe landing where we can then either step off the boat or swim a short distance ashore. But so far it's proving a little difficult. So there's no wharf or no kind of inlet or lagoon, or the guys here don't have boats and don't seem to operate using boats.
No beach, no landing, we're definitely going to be swimming in.
Bit of blowhole there. There's a bit of swell. What, Bretto, where do you reckon we want to land, mate?
I reckon in behind these rocks here, which will take out a lot of that swell.
On the other side.
So jump out here, swim through the middle of those rocks and clamber up those there.
That's it, mate.
And then we'll walk up the ladder.
And you want to, a bit of swell, you want to avoid that blowhole by the looks of it. Watch this. Yeah. The other kind of added challenge we've got is we're bringing the big mahi-mahi ashore to share with the guys there.
Are we ready, mate? Yeah. Whatever we do, don't lose the fish.
No sharks down here.
Plenty, mate.
Are we going behind this big one?
Oh, I was going to go through there.
Okay. All right.
Through that channel.
All right, going in.
Go, go, go. Oh no, the current's pretty strong. I really hope they welcome us on this island. I'm gonna just surf the fish up there. Here comes a wave. Yeah, bro. Good towel. Yep. We made it. Slippery. We made it ashore.
All right, I've made it ashore, but we haven't seen any people yet. Normally, on these islands that we've been to in the past, you kind of see the shadows of people kind of skirting in and out of the tree line, but we haven't seen any people yet, no boats. Interesting island though, isn't it? It's like it's all cemented stones, but this I believe is from the eruption of a volcano and all the lava then solidifying, but it's like some pretty cool architecture work almost.
We're getting there.
Sandy beach is not what I expected behind here.
No, very hidden, isn't it? This would all be under on high tide, I assume. Be a little inlet.
Yeah, maybe this is where they could keep their boats on a really high tide.
Yeah.
Looks like a tombstone or some type of a burial site there. Some of these stones or rocks that basically big boulders that have been moved to make way for this path are huge. Imagine moving this big thing. This is super exciting, but we haven't seen anyone yet. We're just kind of walking into the village area, but no movement yet. What do you make of it, mate?
This is probably one of the most traditional, untouched villages we've come to. It's like going back in time.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it?
Very, very beautiful. Everything made from material here on the island. Look, come here. Thank you, Tomas. Thank you. I'll just get the fish out of the sun, put it in the shade. They seem pretty stoked about the fish. Only 4 people here living on the island. Incredible, eh? Thank you. Good old-fashioned fresh oranges, navel oranges.
Mate, this is one of the most authentic natural villages with... Oh, better move
the balls up. Oh dear. He is way bigger than I thought he was. Look at his tusks. There's a wild boar here behind us.
Release, man, but this pig's getting closer and closer. I think he thinks it's feeding time.
Oh dear.
So there's certainly a bit of an ancient feeling about this village. As you're walking through, there's these huge stone walls like this piggery and the paths, and some of these stones, they'd be like hundreds of kilos, and sort of asks the guys here, like, did you make these? Who made these? How did you make these?
What's the story?
What's the story?
How did you get these massive stones, so many thousands of big stones, well over 100 kilos, up here lining the pathways and at the foundation of houses and making this piggery? And they said it was here well before
like
them.
Before.
And the eldest one here, the eldest lady, said that it was the ancient spirits that did it. That's their understanding of it, but
it must have been strong spirits.
Yeah, I've never seen a spirit that strong.
Yeah. Mate, incredible amount of work that went into it, hey?
Yeah, it's sort of worked out well for us this afternoon because we didn't know how we were going to get received here, and we've come in and just seeing the big mahi, instantly they were like, come on, sit down here, what do you want an orange, do you want something to eat, do you want something to drink? And I believe the setup is that they're going to cook themselves lunch, us lunch, we all get to share in this mahi, and then they'll have plenty left over to eat tonight and tomorrow, I guess.
It's going to be a pretty cool lunch feast, I reckon, mate.
What are those baskets for?
It's for the village chickens when they have baby chicks, and then at night or just late arvo they heap them up in here so they're safe from the wild cats and hang them up overnight.
So there's wild cats all over the island.
Yep. So the chicken's quite prized. We don't want them getting munched on by cats.
Is this one for fishing off the rocks? Fishing at night. Oh, okay, so the big bamboo one is for night fishing. And this blow fishing like day? Okay. It's the new Shimano Beach Hibiscus 5000, this one. This is the fishing rod they use just off the rocks. And you can see it's only a little hook. And for a weight, they're using a crimp looking thing. That's what would catch their fish off the rocks. They use this lighter one during the daytime and a heavier bamboo one at night time when the big fish are biting. This must be the copra in here, mate. The guys were saying that their main source of income here is copra, the dried out coconut shells. They've got it loaded full of here, but unfortunately they were saying only a month ago they had
2.5 tons.
Yeah, 300 bags, which is 2.5 ton of copra, which would be their yearly income, waiting for a ship to come pick it up. But you saw how treacherous it was trying to get in and out, and the ship never came, and that copra went bad and they lost a year's income. So out here it's a precious cargo which we're hoping a ship will come soon for.
The copra heart, precious commodity out here.
Let's have a little bit more of a walk around and see what else we can find. It's like a Garden of Eden, isn't it? Have a look at these. That might be the biggest hibiscus I've ever seen. There's coconuts, there's all sorts of fruits, lots of oranges, lots of those nuts, which they call the navel here, which we ate in a previous episode. Of course, everyone that lives on the island is fully self-sustained from the gardens, the island itself. They hunt fruit bats and also fish from around the island, all out of a dugout canoe. The guys don't have a boat here, so any fish they catch comes from the rocks or one of those small dugout canoes.
Banana forest.
Banana. All right, we've been walking for like 20 minutes now, I reckon a couple of kilometers, and there is just stones upon stones upon stones which form these walkways. Holy moly, there's an incredible amount of work, and I'd love to know, you know, the story. It seems like back in the day, way back, there was huge amounts of people living here, but for whatever reason they've moved on. But it's almost like there was an ancient civilization here. Look at this. It would take so much manpower to do this. Super interesting, eh, mate?
Yeah, the fellas are like, yeah, we'll just go for a short walk. We've been walking for half an hour in the direction away from lunch, but it's just very interesting. It's cool. Wild yam, staple root vegetable. A hell of a lot of it.
Orange?
Yes.
Thank you. Look at the size of those grapefruit. They're very ripe at the moment. I've never seen so many grapefruit on a tree, mate. Like,
Very healthy.
mate, honestly, look at the size of this stone. There's no way I'd be able to budge that, let alone move it for miles that it would have needed to get here. And this one as well. Like, look at the size of that, man. It's incredible, hey?
That'd be well over 100
Mate,
kilos.
I'm baffled. This is like the pyramids of Vanuatu or something, the mystery here.
Not like it's super easy walking.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, there's something incredible happened here back in the day. What do you spotted there, mate?
Just a massive mushroom. Just an outcrop that's come out of maybe a rotten log or just the ground itself, but there's like twigs and branches that have fallen into it, and the mushrooms continued to grow around it.
It's huge.
You're not game to eat it. Magic.
I feel like all these rocky structures have got an ancient story to tell, but unfortunately from the asking around we've done, it's a story that'll never get told because no one seems to know. We get walking, when we're like, geez, we're getting pretty far away from camp, and then we've just popped around, and then the village there is on our right hand side, which was a bit of a wig out, but we've just done a lap of the entire island. Lunch is served. Plantain banana and boiled mahi-mahi. Really good, isn't it?
Yeah.
And good plakake.
Bretto, can you share with me that again? What did the mum say?
The two older ladies here, when they first saw us on the boat, they started yapping to each other like, oh, there's white people on this boat. Quick, we got to go hide. We reckon they might eat us. So, right, okay. So that's why they would, you know, we saw them for 2 seconds and then they disappeared in the bush.
We were pretty hungry. Oh my God, how's that? I think when you come to far-flung, remote places like this, especially when it's in a different culture to yours, just being curious, asking questions, saying thank you, being kind, goes a really long way. So really happy that we stopped off here, and even happier that we were able to give them a fish for lunch and dinner. Coming back out to the edge of the water now. Hopefully Barry and Pat are all good on the boat. Wrapped up in banana leaf here is mahi-mahi and banana, which is going for Barry and Pat. This is the takeaway.
Uber Eats, mate.
Yeah, Uber Eats. God, she's fit. Bretto, give him a big call out.
Woo!
Woo! That's all the air getting blown out as the waves and swell crash in under here.
Wow.
Oh, that's terrifying. Is there like a chainsaw or something on the island? Is that the spirits? And
That's the spirits that built the island.
I was having experiences like that that make us really love getting back to basics in these far-flung remote villages. That was just such a cool interaction. I think they were as grateful / nervous and excited for it as we were. Look at you. Thank you, Tomas. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Nice to meet you. We brought you some lunch, Barry. Don't worry. We got you some kai kai.
Look at me. Look at me with big fish next time. Holy, this is slippery. It's a death trap. Bye bye. Look at you. Hey, Pat. Thank you, Tomas. Thank you. On to the next island, mate.
Just pulled into another island to check it out. Mahi.
Was that you, Pat? What was that?
Pat?
Was that a burp or a fart? I don't know what that was.
Don't act shy now. We heard you. What are we going to do? We're going to take this mahi up to this village here and have a look at what produce they're growing. Look at Pat's got an issue. Looks like a pretty new dugout canoe, doesn't it?
It's a nice one.
Yeah, good neck. Wow, what a spot. Hey.
Hello.
I'll give this to you. Thank you. All good. We've come inland from the ocean now, and we're lucky enough to link up with one of the farmers who grows kava here, which is one of the main crops here in Vanuatu, and particularly on this island that we're on, which is a larger island, has an active volcano, lots of fresh water, and really good soil. So it's perfect for growing different produce. And as a wannabe farmer, I'm really enjoying it. Strick's got an eagle eye view of the landscape around us. Like I said, it's a really large island, and there's a creek not too far from us. So I think he's flying the drone to see if he can get to the top of it, because generally at the top of creeks on a volcanic island, you'll probably get a waterfall. There's a big string of these palms behind me. They're a super important one because that's what all the roofs are made out of. All the thatching to keep the rain out of the houses, the kitchens, is all made from these. These are all pineapples all around me. Big pineapple, another big pineapple. How's it looking up in the sky, mate?
Oh mate, incredible, hey? There's the most spectacular waterfall up there.
There is a waterfall?
Yeah, and it's the huge, like the largest drop I've seen.
You're almost speechless.
It's incredible, eh? This
Yeah.
waterfall drops, it looks like hundreds of meters.
Yeah, epic.
Super specky.
Mate, I don't know if you know, but we're standing in a field of peanuts. These are all peanuts. I think they're growing pineapple, peanuts, and kava.
Most importantly, kava.
Yeah.
Kava, a bit of a nudge, mate. Looks like the place where you would want to drink kava from, like
Yeah.
a waterfall.
Just sit at the bottom of it and get high on kava. Sweet, we're gonna go see if there's some mature enough to dig up. And like Strick said, we're really keen to try it at some stage.
So usually they'll get a big wood like that.
Yep.
And that's what they use to uproot it.
Yeah, right. So no shovel.
No shovel.
All these cuttings, all these reshoots, they're what are getting propagated and replanted in the new kava paddock. Strick's just got that drone up above the waterfall over the cloud, and it's revealed a huge inland lake and the volcano that is active and just smoking out the top. So hopefully we end up getting some pretty good visuals of the middle of this island. Almost forgot the most important.
Mate, we can't forget this. How are we going to have a good night?
Big strong putt. Bye-bye. Look at me, yeah? Look at me behind.
Look at me and look at you.
Another absolutely stunning island. Back to base camp, team.
So it's quite a process, Kev. What are you doing there, mate? Are you grinding the roots up with a stone? And then once it...
Next you put this one.
Is this the kava?
The roots go with the kava you crunch.
Yes.
And this is the stone.
That's the stone, and then are you just
Just
Grinding.
grinding it up?
The stone is the olden method of using grinding rubber.
Oh yeah, traditional. Kevin, after this one, you're gonna squeeze it. Does it go through the coconut?
Yeah.
Squeeze it through there, and then it comes out into the bowl, and then drink it. Okay. Traditionally, kava was reserved for the chiefs. Rather than fighting, they would get together for a session on the kava, and that would settle any disputes and help them make some important decisions. But today, it's widely enjoyed socially and recreationally across the Pacific, and they reckon the stuff in Vanuatu is the best. Tastes like a muddy milkshake. First initial taste, your tongue goes numb, the back of your throat goes numb. How does it feel to you? Nice? Very nice. Very nice, thank you. Thank you.
My whole mouth is numb.
Just numb?
And that felt like an excessive amount of liquid.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
It was like a bowl of soup. A bowl of dirty, tingly soup.
Thank you, bro. That was really good. Thank you very much.
I feel very strange.